runs. Run it back when I told it run. I'll be back like another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back. 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Pump the gas. Running to the future. Past. I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But you look at this Patriots defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Right side complete. That's Woods. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of first at the 32. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. First carry for Raheem Mostert. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Patriots at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And some room to work. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Hall again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That And this one is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Are we watching the same game? Get your eyes checked. Find these officials.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
21. This is your game to win, offense.
Back to throw. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat, that's caught. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Paul again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers wants to change the look. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff running left is Mostert to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. No gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the hall. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Stevenson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Stevenson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. On play action. Now Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And
looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones wants to change it up. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And now they'll shift things around. Mostert is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So that's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Riley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. To start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. You can throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Now he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. All again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly to gain him. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now it's Rodgers. And he is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Straight ahead is home, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll go again with Hall. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't throw too many more of these. So this could require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 11.
Off play action. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
21.
Off the play fake. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Jones, another shot here after the pick-6. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 11. Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So he had maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they're talking about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. Bottom line is he takes care of the ball where they want, so they keep handing it to him. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. All again on second down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run right side with Mostert. They'll get this down to the 38. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here comes Mostert.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's second down. Now Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run again. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense